My grandfather and my dad, I've always tried to make decisions that they would be proud of and that would withhold our family name. In 1944, this ranch was started by a man, Mr. Howard Parker. He owned 2 Ford Motor Companies in San Augustine and Center. So then when Mr. Parker got the cattle, he called them V8, just like the V8 Ford engine. He started in 1944. His first brand number was number 1. Now we're branding 847/9, and that means that's the 9,847th bull that we would have. And there's a heifer with the same number. We started both at 1 and then went on. So we've had since 1944 18,000 plus registered Brahman cattle that have been registered here at V8 Ranch.
V8 Ranch is a registered Brahman cattle operation. We're located on the Texas Gulf Coast, about an hour southwest of Houston. We are a family operation. The actual land for the V8 Ranch was put together and assembled by my grandfather, Sloan Williams, and Sloan and my dad, Jim, worked together to build what is now the registered Brahman cattle operation at V8 Ranch.
We run about 2,000 commercial cows, crossbred cows. Then we have about 300 registered V8 cows between our family. And then we have about 500 recipient cows. Now, at one time in the early 80s, we had about 8,500 crossbred cows. We had ranches leased in 20 counties, starting at Orange, Texas, which is right on the Sabine River, all the way to Eagle Pass, Texas, which is down on the Rio Grande River in no man's land.
We have cattle for sale year-round at the ranch, and if you need quality Brahmans, we hope that you reach out to us. Now, our sales year is highlighted by 3 big events. We have our now famous stall party that's held in conjunction with the International Brahman Show in Houston, and then we host 2 internet sales in the spring and fall where we sell our top end of heifer calves, and then that kicks off our private treaty sales here at the ranch. When you talk about the V8 family, I think that you have to start with who sits at the head of the table, and that's Sloan and Molly Williams. They're the original power couple that made those bold choices almost 75 years ago that have led the ranch to the great place that it is today. They made big purchases of cattle and put together the pieces of land that form the Hungerford Ranch and the ranch down here in Boling. And then their children, Jim Williams and Jan Powell, have carried on the same passion and dedication. Jan and her family head up the horse division and oversee the large commercial cow herd that we have. Jim and his family manage the registered Brahman herd. And we all have those little pieces that we do day in and day out, but it's when we're able to come together as a family that all of those little pieces form the big picture that is V8 Ranch. And that's when we feel like we're truly able to honor the legacy of the generations that have came before us.
That means the world to me to come from, that many generations that have been a part of this ranch. Jim and I are so honored that we get to follow Mom and Dad in their footsteps, or wear their boots, you might say. It is a lot of responsibility.
We just hope that we can carry on and make them proud, and we want to instill in the younger generations to come that, you got to work hard, you got to be honest, and V8 Ranch stands for a lot.
I feel so blessed that I get to be part of carrying on the work that my grandparents and my parents did together to get V8 to where it is today. And I know I speak for all of us in the younger generation that we're dedicated and we're passionate about building on the legacy that the ones who came before us at V8 Ranch started.